Alright guys, I am back with another video. Really awesome mail day today. I also got a couple gifts from another one of my bosses and a person I met through Star Tiger. So I guess let's show the gifts first. So this is what my boss brought me. I gave him some Broncos autographs. He gave me this Reggie Bush signed football back when he was with the Saints. He just said, he's a Broncos fan, so he really has no use for Reggie Bush football. He just wondered, he saw that I gave one to my other boss, Bill's autograph. He thought that was nice. So he's like, hey, you want this Reggie Bush? So I didn't know he collected autographs. I said, sure, if you don't want it. And I said, he's just going to give it to me for free. And I said, I'll bring you some Broncos autographs just to at least give you something. And I'll definitely keep an eye out, like when I get like other extras, and probably send them his way, and maybe to some other bosses that like the Broncos and stuff. So so that was really nice of him. Let's just see that again. And the official NFL football too, so pretty cool. So I need to rearrange my little cabinet area and display that up there. Also, he just gave me the new 2019 Denver Broncos football cards from the Grease Monkey, so I don't have any of those, so can add those for the binders that I'm trying to work on. Then so this person I met through Star Talk, he just messaged me, hey, you got a really amazing collection and just appreciate what you do, just adding all the addresses and the successes and stuff. And he's like, we just got to talking through Facebook and email, and he's like, I want to send you an IP autograph of Jake Gyllenhaal and Tom. So what was it? Tom Sturridge, playbill from Seawall/Alive. So he sent this to me. I've tried Jake Gyllenhaal TTM before and never been able to get him. Sometimes he'll sign, sometimes he won't, but he's usually pretty decent in person, so that's really cool to be able to have a Jake Gyllenhaal. We'll have to do more research on Tom Sturridge, see what he's been in. So that's from a guy named Nick. So thank you so much, Nick, for this. Really appreciate it. I put a few things aside to send to him. He said, oh, you don't have to send me anything. I just want to send you this. I had an extra. So, but I always like to at least send something to somebody. So just as a little thank you. So that'll be going, some things will be going to him, so thank you again, Nick, for that. It's really cool of you. Then I bought a couple baseball card mystery boxes and found several items that are pretty cool. There were some jersey cards, there was some autographs here and some inserts and lots of cool rookies. So I just pulled out the autographs to show you guys. Chad Tracy. They're all the players, at least that I've heard of this time around, or at least had somewhat decent careers or longer careers. Dustin Moore from the Twins. Ty Wigginton, former Rockies, so that's kind of cool. Won the batting title with us when we got a lot of free agency. And then sadly, well, not Ty Wigginton, that was Kadire, my bad. But they were kind of around the same time. But yeah, Wigginton was a cool guy. I got him in person. Joaquin Arias, remember him. And Marcus Giles, who was a Rocky on the World Series team. But I don't think he was actually playing. I think he's injured. But pretty cool. And he was a pretty good second baseman back in the day too for a few years. I think injuries as well might have rendered him ineffective. So that's just the gifts and the purchases. So I guess we'll start here with a hockey return. I sent this one to Canada. I just had a random card and I thought I saw an address for him. Thought I'd give it a shot. This is coming back from Alan Haworth from the Quebec Nordiques, I believe that is. Yep. So he signed this 1988-89 Topps hockey card for me. Then let's see, I guess let's go to NASA here real quick. I got astronaut Donald Holmquist He's not pictured in an astronaut uniform here, but suit and tie. So very cool. Got some baseball. This was the first player, first Rockies autograph player that I've ever had. My dad bought one for me at a card shop when I was probably 10, 11 years old. I still have that card today. So I saw he was signed. This is Mr. Omar Quintanilla. He was primarily a utility infielder because he had Troy Tulowitzki and Clint Barmas at second and shortstop. So he would come in, third, second, or shortstop, or sometimes even outfield, I believe. But he was a pretty good fielder. Had some clutch moments with us, so that was pretty cool to get back from him. Nice Rockies memory. Part of that, I think, 09 team, I believe it was, that went to the playoffs. So, and he was with us for several more years. So that was a cool one to get back sent to his home. Then we got Mr. Floyd Bannister. The photo on your right but my left. That's his son Brian. So very cool. I think I sent one of these off for Kim. So I have gotten them in my 5 years of collecting TTM. I've got them. This is the third time. So that's the last time I sent to Mr. Bannister. Then we got some football returns. A lot of Chicago Bears guys actually towards the end here. Former New York Jets center Joe Fields with number, I think, 65 inscription is what he put there. Also the same on this one. And then I just included one of the football customs. He played from 75 to 87 with the Jets and the Giants, and 88 is when he retired. 2-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro. Of course, there's probably could have been a Pro Bowler more times, but because he was a pretty good center. Who knows? Maybe, I don't know if he was good enough to be able to make the Hall of Fame or not. I guess that will have to be determined by the Veterans Committee. Don't know why the camera's focusing out. There we go. Got Mr. John Offerdahl from the Miami Dolphins. He was a linebacker, I believe. One of those is going to Kim because she likes the Dolphins. So very cool. There he is getting the sack, celebrating the sack there. Or really, it's either a sack or just a clutch tackle there, I think. Then I got Mr. Gary Fenchick. This is really cool. He's with Walter Payton, Matsui, and then there's a random reporter guy there. And then they're talking through the fence. I don't know. I just thought that's kind of a coincidence, Gary Fenchick. So, but just a pretty cool photo with sweetness there, and Matsui he signed. So maybe I can resend that, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to risk possibly losing that photo. But I just thought that was a really cool photo that I found. Here's another one. There he's getting that guy. He's a hard-hitting safety. And then this one he signed for Kim. So, very cool to get back from Mr. Fenchick. Last time I sent him was probably one of the first rounds of football I sent out was 2014. And then sent to offensive lineman for the Chicago Bears in the 60s into the mid-70s. Looks like he's changed up his signature in the last 5 years. I don't know if maybe he's been going through some health problems. I don't know. I couldn't find anything about that. But he's just does kind of a quick initial, JC. This is Jim Cadle. That's C-A-D-I-L-E. I had another photo for him that I forgot. I had already sent it out. Where is it? A cool one where he's leading the block for Gale Sayers. And I really wanted to send that one. Here it is. Right there. But I forgot that had the photo order coming in and didn't wait to send it. So I just went with these two. This is the one I printed. Actually, I printed both of these because they were low resolution. So that's a tip, guys. If you want to get those lower resolution photos, that aren't really coming out when you order them, you can print them off yourself. They usually come out pretty well. As long as you're, you know, about at least 300 pixels or so, they usually come out alright. Then I got the custom, so he played 62 to 72, so 10 years for the Bears. All the same team. Then final football success, another Bears really good defensive player. So Mr. Jim Osbourne. He signed this one for Kim. There he is. Looks like getting a sack on, or about to get a sack on Kenny Stabler. Unfortunately, the last photo kind of rubbed off a little bit on the back. See, this is the one that I printed and did. The silver did smear because it was in between. But that's, yeah. Normally, I only have glossy photos for me to print because I tried matte, and the ones I got were absolutely terrible. So I was like, I'll just have to deal with the glossy. And lately, they haven't been coming back smeared, but just sometimes, you know, moving around the envelope, they just come off. So, but at least I got this one. He signed to me from this is the 82 Topps card. So he was a pretty good player for a number of seasons for him. So cool return from him. I saw a guy, he's getting all kinds of Bears players. So I was just pretty much like liking all his posts and just sending to like all the people he sent to. So you'll probably see some other Bears in the future. Matter of fact, I think I've got some more up here because I don't think I've done a, yeah, this will be a extra long episode. I was like, that totally reminded me I have more. So this is just today's. This one is actress Rhonda Aldrich. I got a movie cover from Crocodile Dundee, Los Angeles, and then just like a modeling photo, like a profile pic kind of deal for, I think, an agency. So thought that was cool to get her. And this one's been out for nearly 2 years, like just shy of it by a few days. Glad it came back. I sent to a Texas address. I don't even remember what it was, if it was an agency or a home address or what. But unfortunately, it did smear, but it's still, depending on the angle you hold it up, it's still pretty nice. The inscription, the meat came out really nice, but his signature unfortunately rubbed. Just because at the time I wasn't putting those little pieces of paper to kind of help protect the photo a little bit. It helps keep them from moving around as much. So that's also one reason why. It's just straight on the inside of the envelope. But John RhysDavies played Gimli in The Lord of the Rings. My sister's definitely going to want to see this one. So, I mean, how can I see? It looks alright when you hold it up like that. But I'm still happy, you know, that they came back. All these people were getting back from him in 2017, like in May and June stuff. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'll send it out and see. So, hey, 2 years later, there it is. So, very cool. Then we got a World War II return today. This is coming back from Pearl Harbor survivor Maurice A. Stork Sr. I believe he's about, oh, he says 98, yeah. I believe that's what, he's either 95 or 98. No, I think he's 98 because he was serving for a while. He served from 1936 to 1946 in the U.S. Army. Served in Guadalcanal, Philippines, something else he put there. He was wounded in the Philippines, spent a year in the hospital. So this is Maurice Stork Sr. signed the front and the back for me. Very cool. Turn. And then he included a couple extras here. There's a picture of him. Another picture. He still volunteers. Also sent, oh, that's what he put, the Northern Solomon Islands, that's what he put. About joining the VAVS National Stamp and Coin Club. So that's pretty cool. The one I feel like show off his phone number. So here. This is the address I used. If you want to try it. Yeah, just don't want to show his phone number to the world. So that's pretty cool. World War II success right there. Thank you for your service, Mr. Stork. That's really awesome to hear from you, and glad you're doing well. Got a purchase that came in on Wednesday. This is from my friend Michael Rhodes at the network, formerly known as the Autograph Network. Now I believe he's just the network. He's hitting up a charity he started. It's called Autographs for a Cure, and I'm actually sent off some TTMs, hoping to get back to be able to donate to him so he can use that towards his charity. And I decided to buy one that I saw him show off in a video. He's put, Caleb, thank you for supporting Autographs for a Cure. Cheers. And there's an autograph from the Godfather himself, Michael Rhodes. So this is what I bought. It's a 5x7 signed by Darius Rucker, country music star. Love a lot of his songs. Listen to it all the time. He was with Hootie and the Blowfish. That's where he got his first popularity, and then decided to go solo, and done really well for himself. And then it looks like Michael included an extra in here. Rockies player Todd Hollinsworth. I've tried sending to him and never heard back, so this is really cool to actually have an autograph of him. So, former Rocky. So thank you so much, Michael. And also, I'll leave a link below to Michael's channel as well as his website in case you guys want to go check out to see what he has to go help his charity out and help us find a cure for cancer. So that's where the proceeds are going to. So he's a cancer survivor himself, and wants to be able to help make a difference for others. So I had to at least, hopefully I can buy more in the future, but that's definitely one that I was really eyeing that I really wanted. So thank you again, Michael. Then Tuesday, jeez, we have got another World War II veteran. He's currently in a rehabilitation center, so I'll make sure there's no addresses. I don't want him to get too flooded, but this is coming back from Joe McAuliffe. Here's the letter he signed. I've read the letter all the way through. It was very cool of him. I actually got a reply for him just to thank him for all these extras he sent. I think I just sent like a photo of like the patch, I believe, of what he wore, the division he was in. So he was in the forest of the Ardennes. He was I believe, Battle of the Bulge veteran, if I remember right. So that's one. There's a picture of a Panzer tank in Belgium. Let's disassemble. And here's a picture of him being honored at Worcester, Massachusetts, along with other veterans that he signed and included. So that's really cool. Mr. John McAuliffe. I believe he said he was like 95. But he writes very well in that letter. You can read the whole thing. And so he was just talking to me, and I won't share it, but it was just a cool, nice little letter from him. So really cool. Then to continue on, we got a Battle of the Decades success for Team 90s. Got Mr. Stan Humphries from the San Diego Chargers. He's a former quarterback for them for quite a long time. So very cool to get back from him. Put up some good numbers for a few years there. Wasn't sure that address would work because the last success was like maybe a year ago. So I was like, maybe he's still there, we'll try it. So, but I did, so came back in just a couple months. This one I also wasn't sure would even work, because the season's over, but I don't know if it was maybe just got forwarded to him. I'm not quite sure if he's even still playing or if he was just coaching for him, but I sent to the Arizona League Giants, Mr. Travis Ishikawa, who was a World Series hero for the Giants in their last World Series appearance. And was that 2016, I believe? And that's what the top photo is from when he hit that epic home run. So, very cool to get back from him. He's a Giants legend in that regards for that. Here's the other Bears player I was talking about that I got Mr. Virgil Harris. Played for about 5 or 6 seasons for them, up to about 79 or 80 or something around there. Cornerback. He's the number 24, by the way. He's got his back turned. He's not the guy number 43 who's being blocked. And then got this one, blown up of a card, 80 tops. And this one, just a custom, kind of hard to see. Focus, maybe. I guess you get the idea. So that was cool to get back. Then these should all be Monday. This is coming back from the UK. She included an extra. Stephanie Beacham. Described to me. She included an 8x10. She had to fold it up, obviously, because it's like a 5.5 by 8 envelope coming back to me. So it's alright. I'll put it in the binder to flatten out a little bit. So that's nice of her to include that extra 8x10. And this is cool. If you guys are a fan of Christian movies, I sent to Pastor Alex Kendrick. He just came out with a recent movie, it's just really good. It's called Overcomer, if you guys ever want to check it out. If you're a Christian or not, I think you'd enjoy it anyways. It's got comedy, it's got drama, it's got sports, it's got all kinds of stuff in there. So it's a really cool movie. This one also has the same bit of both, except for the sports. It's a little bit more of a serious. It's called Courageous, and his brother also signed it. They are directors / actors and producers. They work out of Sherwood Baptist Church. They released a movie years ago called Flywheel, and it was meant to be just a community outreach kind of video, and they released it eventually into video form, DVD, and it went pretty big, and eventually it came up with Facing the Giants, which was a huge hit success, and then this one was another huge hit success. They've also helped with God's Not Dead, all those movies with Kevin Sorbo and stuff. So this is just a really cool return. I did include just a $10 check just to help support the church, regardless of if I got anything back or not. I didn't know if they'd sign autographs or not, but I just thought it'd be cool just to ask. So that's really cool to get Stephen and Alex Kendrick. So pretty cool return right there. I really love that one. So definitely, guys, that's a really awesome movie. It'll make you cry, it'll make you laugh, and it'll make you, oh wow, with all the drama and just intense moments, and just kind of shows your appreciation. I know they're not real cops, but it really does show your appreciation for what cops can go through, and they really put that in perspective. And I also got a letter from them. I'm not going to show it because it has my address on there, but they were just thanking me for writing to them, and the movie had an impact. So that was really cool to get back. Then a couple more here. Got this is really cool. Actor / comedian. Never thought I'd get him, but it worked. Mr. James Belushi. He's been signing. He'll kind of go on and off. Sometimes it'll be real quick. Sometimes it'll take a little bit, but you know, hey, he's a busy man. I got him in a photo with Arnold Schwarzenegger there in Jingle All the Way. That's my favorite all-time Christmas movie. And then this one got signed for Bruce, so he'll be getting that one. But I definitely love this one. This is when he's making fun of him, calling him a chicken. So, really funny movie if you've never seen it before. you really like it. But yeah, that's definitely my all-time favorite Christmas movie. Then final autograph return is coming back from Ted Lepsio. I believe played for the Red Sox his entire career, if I remember right. He is up in his 80s now. Still signing away. Signed 2 photos for me. Of course, believe Mr. Ted Williams is in there. Jimmy Purcell. Don't quite recognize the other guys, but I'm sure if I thought about it long enough, I'd figure it out. But still, really cool return, really cool photo in that one, and just another nice shot in this one. So, Mr. Ted Lepsio, and I believe that's either I think that's my second return from him. So, but probably because he's getting older, probably wouldn't like. I got him on a card before years ago, and it's kind of like been going on a photo binge. In recent years, just kind of send to some people I got cards, so it's just kind of thing I like to do. So, well, that was a lot of stuff to cover. So, thank you so much if you stayed for the whole clip here. I still hopefully will have more mail for you tomorrow and Saturday. Otherwise, I will be back in just a second with more to cover for you guys. So, thank you so much for watching so far, and hope you guys stay for the rest of the video. All right, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back today with Friday's TTMs. Another really good day, actually. Quite a few baseball this time around. I guess we'll start this one off actually with an Olympic success. This is my second time trying him. The first time I didn't receive it back, so I don't know if it just got lost, or he just never got it, or maybe at the time he just wasn't able to sign. I'm not sure. But this is a Olympic ice skater, long time ago. He's about 90 years old, I believe. This is Dick Button, and he signed 2 photos for me, all in pen. So that's a pretty cool one to get back and add to the collection. I think at the time I may have just sent like an Outstanding Americans card or an Olympic card or something. So maybe he just didn't want to sign a blank card. That could also be why. But very cool. Give him some photos. Then we have a hockey success. This is a tough guy from the Boston Bruins back in the 70s and 80s. This is John Wensick, an enforcer. This kind of guy, I guess it would be more properly called rather than tough guy, an enforcer. And then he signed this one, which is pretty cool. Pretty famous photo of him, pretty much about to try and take on the entire, looks like the Minnesota North Stars bench there. So he wasn't scared of nobody, that's for sure, as you can see in this photo. So very cool return right there. Then I gotta give a shout out to Remember the Great Sports. I will put a link to his channel down below if you want to check him out. He gets in some really nice TTM returns. Does a lot of information on the TTM returns, which is really cool. I'd love to be able to do that myself, but I just know that I'd make these videos go 3 times as long, and they're already pretty long. So, but he got her back, and thought this would be really cool in the send out. She's coaching. I can't remember where exactly anymore, but the address is available on Sports Card Forum and Star Tiger by the time this video goes live. So, or you can just go to my Instagram. I'll eventually be posting my successes with their addresses as much as I can, because as far as I know, you can do that on Instagram at least. Facebook, they frown more upon that, posting publicly. As far as I know, Instagram, I don't know about that. So, but this is, I don't know if I said her name. Jackie Stiles, WNBA player. Was pretty good. Unfortunately, ran into some injury problems throughout her career, but still, the time she played, did a good job. So that's a pretty cool one there. And the baseball ones. I'm actually going to work back to front because it kind of gets better as it goes on. Signing 2 photos, and he signed the little paper that he used to protect the photos or cards I send. So a little bonus. This is former catcher of the Chicago Cubs. Played 1965, 1966, and later with the Padres in '69. Chris Krug. So very cool success. Signed right there, kind of by the sweet spot of the baseball. And then here's the nice signature there. on the paper. So a little bonus autograph there. Then we got Mr. Bobby Klaus. So Christmas came early. Not coming from Santa Claus, but Bobby Klaus, former Mets infielder. Second base, third base, shortstop, you name it. He played 64 and 65 with the Reds and Mets. So another cool return there. I don't think I've ever sent to him before. This is my second attempt at this guy. Saw that he was signing again. I did not send any money. I don't know if he necessarily charges. Usually he only signs one too, so I was kind of surprised he signed both. But one, I believe it's either Kim or Bruce that I wrote for, and he did personalize one to me and then left the other one unpersonalized, so I can give that to them. This is Mr. Jim Mudcat Grant, who was another pretty good pitcher from the 60s. Maybe it might have been even late. I think it was just 60s into maybe the 70s, or it might have been late 50s into the 60s. Played for several teams, had a good career. So that's pretty awesome to get that one. I've always wanted to add his autograph for a while. And then final TTM success, a pitcher of recent years, good player of the Cubs and Oakland A's, Mr. Rich Harden. So very excited to see that he was signing. So he signed this 4x6, this 5x7. That's very cool. And this 5x7 for Kim with the Texas Rangers towards the latter part of his career. So that was a really nice one to get back. I was really happy about that one. So that is all my returns. So a nice TTM day. So hopefully that luck will continue into tomorrow. I did send off some more TTMs just a few minutes ago. So hopefully we'll start seeing some of those come back in about a couple weeks, maybe even sooner. I look forward to our flag football game tomorrow morning, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you in just a sec.